back to business as usual at the most after a couple of days of being closed to prepare and host the president.
Joining us now is most president, Lauren Kochian. Thanks for being here, Lauren. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
What's it like to host the president? The cool wow factor, let's get into that before we get into like the logistics of actually doing it. So what's that wow factor like?
It was unbelievable. Actually, the biggest wow, really, other than actually meeting the president and president speak and hear these incredible remarks, was everything leading up to it. Just seeing, you know, this sort of behind the scenes sneak peek of how you prepare for the president to just come for a few hours was really incredible.
I would love to hear some more detail on that. I mean, what is it like to host the president? What kind of planning and preparation goes into it? And I would imagine you have to work with security details as well.
We did, and actually when the White House first contacted us, we didn't really know entirely what it was for, what it was about, what day it was going to be. It was pretty vague. It was just about what they called a special event for the White House. Didn't even mention the president at that point. So they came. This was on a Friday evening, and they were at the most by Saturday morning, and they were there every day leading up to the event. Sometimes for an entire day into the evening, sometimes just for a couple of hours, and it was dozens of people. So obviously you have White House staff, event staff, and then of course security, Secret Service, White House military, and all of our local law enforcement.
I may or may not have seen a selfie. So what kind of interaction? Because everybody wants to know. I'm sure everybody that was in the room wanted a piece of time with him, but not everybody can at all these stops. What was your interaction with President Biden? So
I was fortunate enough, I think, because I had worked with his team all week. So I said, hey, I was like, you know, if I get an opportunity as well. So myself, the most board president, and some of our board members had the opportunity to be invited to attend, and then from that group of us, some of us had the opportunity to meet the president. So the board chair and myself met the president for really just a few seconds, because of course there was a lot of people who wanted to meet him, including the families of the police officers who were killed just a couple of weeks ago. And he carved out a lot of time for them. So it was really just fun. We walked into this stage sort of photo op. It was a professional photo with the American flag and the president. And then he just said to me, do you want to take a selfie?
So he said that to you. You didn't say, hey, Mr. President.
I was too nervous.
You didn't actually have your phone at the time when you're doing the stage thing, right?
They don't let you have your phone,
so
they take everything, purses, you name it. Excuse me. So I had nothing on me. They take your cell phone, the Secret Service right in line. So when he asked, Secret Service had my phone ready to go.
Wow.
So I got to take it. He took it with my phone.
Oh, that's great.
Which was awesome.
That's mind-blowing. Yeah. And was there any kind of exchange at all? Did you get to say anything to him?
I did. You know, I just told him what an honor it was to meet him. I thanked him for coming to Syracuse, for coming to the most. As you're going, you know, through this line, you're announced. So he knew who I was. He knew where I worked. But it was the briefest of interactions because, of course, he had a packed agenda in very little time.
Right.
What's it mean, though? So that's great, and it's fun, and it's interesting, and exciting, but what's it mean to actually have the president at the most?
It was probably one of the best moments, certainly in my tenure at the most, but I think for the institution as a whole. Having the President of the United States come to your work is historic in and of itself. But of course, the most was chosen as the site because of our partnership with Micron.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it kind of validate what you're doing there to some degree?
It absolutely does, because, you know, with everything that's going on with Micron in our community, what makes all of that work when they are ready for hiring and job creation from now well into the future, well, you need people who are ready to have those jobs. And these are great. I know in the remarks yesterday, everybody talked about these are great jobs with great wages. A lot of them you don't need a college degree. So places like the MOST are one of many sort of stops along the way for these kids to prepare for the job. And to want to do it, you know, to get them excited about things like a career in STEM.
And so now a newer, more enhanced focus for the MOST going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. We will always have the things that kids just gravitate towards, dinosaurs,
sure,
space, rocks, you know. But now we have this really high-tech element that we're incorporating, obviously, into the Micron exhibit, but into our programming as well. So we get kids excited about science and then hopefully retain the excitement and teach them all about this new industry.
MOST President Lauren Kochian, thanks so much. Really great to hear kind of some of that behind-the-scenes, you know, visit by the president. Thanks for being with us.
What a memory.
Incredible day.
Thank you so much, Lauren.